Ladies, we are here tonight on this. And tonight on the show, we're here to talk about the week of the NFL playoffs. So first, let's talk about the Saints beating the Eagles. So this game, man, oh my Lord, Marty, you must have gone through a roller coaster ride. You must have ate a lot of alcohol tonight, man. Oh my Lord, I hope you didn't end up in jail, man. At least you're happy in the sale, man. Maybe make making shit happen in jail, raising hell in jail. At least you're happy if you're in jail. Because you guys went down 14-0 at first. I'm like, oh my Lord. Poor Marty's probably already drinking that beer, that alcohol, that tequila, Mexican style. If you have what it takes to drink tequila, son. But anyways, I'm like, poor Marty, 14. I'm like, wait, I have a Super Bowl already. I wanted to win, but you know what I meant. Anyways, actually, you have a Super Bowl too, never mind. But yeah, I kind of felt bad a little bit for you because, I don't know, I'm kind of like starting to become more of an NFL fan. I still like my team, but never mind. Okay, never mind. So yeah, 14-0, and I'm like, damn. And I'm like, wait a minute here, like, are you serious? And I really thought that the Eagles had all the momentum in the world. And then Sean Payton, he's like, in the second quarter, he's like, you know what? They're going to beat us, if we don't do something here. And I thought he got the momentum back with that fake punt. GGM, oh my Lord. That completely turned the game around. Eagles were literally never the same after that. They got outscored 20-0 after that. They went from winning 14-0 to losing 20-14. Shout out to the Eagles defense with limited player making abilities. A lot of people hurt. I thought they did the best they could to slow down Drew Brees in this offense. But man, also shout out to that Saints defense, because from like the second quarter on, they completely shut down the Eagles. Seriously. Drew Brees, I thought he started off slow. I think he had an interception. First pass was an interception, unbelievable. And then he had a strip fumble, which luckily they got it back. But Drew Brees started off terrible. He really did. At one point, I think he was like literally like sitting down at the sidelines, looking at the floor, like wondering, are we about shit or are we gonna fucking lose this shit? Like even the reports, like Drew Brees looked sad. And I think Marty and the rest of the Saints fans were legit scared. I thought, wait a minute here, the Eagles about to have the upset of the playoffs by coming in at 9-17 and upset the Saints. I'm like, oh my Lord. But yeah, I thought that fake punt really saved you guys. I thought it huge the momentum to you guys, and you guys never looked back after that. Shout out to Drew Brees, shout out to Sean Payton. You guys are going to the NFC Championship against the LA Rams. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Remember, in the summer, go back and watch the video. I said the title of it, I think is who's going to the Super Bowl, and I said it's going to be the Patriots and the Saints. I'm still alive with that shit, and I have the Saints winning it, so I'm still alive. But yeah, shout out to you guys. I thought you guys played a good game. I thought the fake punt. Shout out to Sean Payton for doing that. And Drew Brees, I thought he did a good job of picking himself up after the shaky start. Shout out to them. As far as the Eagles, look, Nick Foles, most likely his final game sucks. His last pass going as an interception. It wasn't really his fault. He got tipped. It went through the fingers of Alshon Jeffrey, landed on Lattimore, the defensive back from the Saints' hands. And, I think it's very clear what the Eagles' problem is. Obviously, their defense, their secondary is softer than toilet paper. And also, they don't really have they missed guys like Jay Ajayi and like Garrett Blunt today. They really did. I told my friend, I'm like, that's the difference. That in the last year, when Nick Foles, he had the option of handing it off to like Garrett Blunt and Jay Ajayi, like Garrett Blunt. This year, he didn't have neither of them. You had a 35-year-old guy who's, to me, has completely fallen off, in like Darren Sproles. And you had an undrafted rookie, Josh Adams. The offensive line, it's banged up. It hasn't been nowhere as good as last year. I'm like, that's the difference between this Nick Foles and the one of last year. That this year he does not have support from the running backs. Tammy! I thought that was a huge difference compared to last year's Super Bowl winning team. The ability to turn around and hand it off to those guys. This year, Utah does not have that. By the second half, Nick Foles was just forcing passes. And then the Saints defensive back was doing an excellent job of knocking those downs. But I think that was the difference completely from last year to this year. Nick Foles did not have the support of the running back game. And Nick Foles, as good as he is not a guy you want to drop back about 45 to 50 times. He needs support from the offensive line, and he needs support from the running game. And tonight, he didn't have it. Defensively, like I said, they got also they got to tighten up that. That's what they got to do. They got to tighten up the secondary, and they got to get a running back. Because and tighten up the offensive line too. You need to have possibly one of the best offensive line next year if you want to have Carson Wentz be the guy. Because Carson Wentz has a history problem of getting hurt. So at least try to do everything possible to keep him up straight. Otherwise, he's going to get hurt again. But anyways, whatever. Thank you, Nick Foles. This was most likely your last game. Thank you for winning the Super Bowl for us. We'll see what happens with Carson Wentz. I don't know. I think he has the talent to be the franchise quarterback. He just needs to stay healthy. But we'll see. Thank you, Nick Foles. I would franchise tag him and then I would trade him. But whatever. Shout out to the Saints going to the NFC Championship game. All right, let's go to the next one. Look, I don't know what the hell happened. I thought going into this game, the LA Chargers were definitely the best team. I thought they had the best defense. I thought they had better weapons with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Game starts off, what was like a 7-minute drive with Tom Brady, and it was like, almost like I was watching Alex Smith, a bunch of short passes, running the football. I'm like, they took like 7 minutes to score, and then right off the bat, Chargers come back, and bam, Hail Mary from Phillip Rivers to Keenan Allen. I'm like, that's why the Chargers are going to win this game. That's why the Chargers are going to win this game, because of their ability to score a lot faster. Tom Brady took like 7 minutes to score. Phillip Rivers just took like 3 minutes. But then after that, I don't know what the fuck happened, because the Chargers couldn't do shit. They couldn't stop. They were stopping the toilet paper on defense. They could not stop Tom Brady. They could not protect Phillip Rivers. The offensive line for the Chargers was trash in this game. It really was. They only 10 times they ran the ball. The running game was no insistence for the Chargers today. Unbelievable. Phillip Rivers threw 51 times, and they only ran it with Marvin Gordon and Eric Jackson 10 times. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? The Patriots did an excellent job, I thought, of eliminating the running game for the Chargers. Chargers, why do I have them so high on my rankings? Because I always say I'm looking for teams that are complete, that can do a little bit of everything. Run the football, throw the football, play defense. Chargers did that all season long. And today, they couldn't, other than throwing the football, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't stop Tom Brady on defense the entire time, and they couldn't fucking run the football. There was no, this Chargers team was it was completely the opposite of what I saw the entire season. They were one of the best teams of doing everything. Run the football, throw the football, play defense. Today, they couldn't do 2 of the 3. And then Phillip Rivers was under pressure the entire time because the running game was no insistence. Like, seriously. I don't know what the hell happened. Anthony Lynn, what the fuck happened? Phillip Rivers, what the fuck happened? Bill Belichick, shout out to you. You must be the cow if you can really do this type of shit. Shout out to you, Belichick. Shout out to you, Tom Brady. I thought you were good too. But man, I am very interested into seeing next week Chiefs versus Patriots. Because if there's one guy that can come up with a game plan to slow down Patrick Mahomes and this offense, is Bill Belichick. So I'm looking forward to that shit next week. And I'm also looking forward to Saints and Rams. I think we're going to have some fantastic championship games next week. But I just don't know what the fuck happened to the Chargers today. Like, that was not the Chargers that I saw this whole season. They couldn't run. They couldn't play defense. At times they couldn't throw it because they were Phillip Rivers was so under pressure. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like I said, I got to give a huge shout out to New England for completely taking away the running game. Only 10 running attempts by the LA Chargers. Unbelievable. But what else can I say? Tip my cap out to the New England coaching staff, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. Their defense I thought was fantastic. And tip my tackling cap to Drew Brees and Sean Payton for overcoming that 14-0 difficulty and coming back and winning the game. What else can I say but thank you? What else can I say but thank you? And until next time, I'm out like a light. I'm out like a light. I'm out like a light. Farewell to you, my friends. I'm out like a light. I'm out like a light. See y'all.